Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up guys? EVAN94 back again here with another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Mezco Toys 112 Collective DC, of course, Batman Tactical Suit from Justice League. Nothing extraordinary on the front here, just the logo of the title of the movie. On the side we have the Bat logo, and looking on to the back side of the box we have a display of some poses of the figure, and then we get the table of contents pretty much for the figure, like Mezco always does, showing everything that he comes with. Alright guys, and as for all my Mezcos, I always consider going to onestoptoyshop.com. Got several links down below where you guys can check it out and order upcoming Mezco figures through him. Alright, and check it out. Here he is out of the box. I am impressed right off the bat, which is good, always good. But this is a perfect example of one of those occasions where, this figure's coming out. I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna check it out, I'm gonna review it and see how it is, but I'm not really too crazy about it. And not that I was expecting them to fail on this guy, but I just didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I'm liking it right now. Alright, so I do have the cape draped over him, covering most of the detail on this guy. So once you get that out of the way, you see, I mean, this is where it's at. I mean, the way they sculpted and applied the cloth fabric onto this figure is phenomenal. It really is. Looks really good. So there's the look at him from the front, top to bottom, and then the back side. It's a lot less detailed there. So he does come with several accessories, so let's take a look at that here. We have this normal face applied, packaged in. We get the two fists on the hands there. This is the alternate face with the teeth exposed here, so if you want to get him into a combat pose, then this is a good face for that. We do get hands with batarangs molded in, which is something different that I haven't seen, which is cool because if you have issues with your Batmans holding their batarangs correctly, or it keeps falling down, then this is a good way to not lose your batarang and keep it held in the hand. We get a pair of open hands. This here is to grab the grapnel gun. You can see the trigger finger, and then this one I assume is just to grab anything else. And here is that grapnel gun here. Nicely detailed, looks good. And you can apply the hook that is not shooting out like this, and he also does come with a hook that shoots out with string. So it's actual string. You pull this plastic out and then you can attach it and pose it to where you can see the string. It's not posable string, it's not bendy wire, but it's still an option to have it shooting out. And then we have the long Parademon rifle here. And don't worry, you still get the option of having individual batarangs. We get 3 individual ones, not molded onto anything. We get 3 grenades here, and then we get 2 glasses or goggles. And then this small piece is another hook for the grapnel gun, just with the claws closed all the way, in case you wanted it that way. And we get 2 peg holes on the side of the heads, where you can apply the goggles. And it just pegs right in, just like that. So there, you can have him wearing it, or you can actually slide it up and have it on his forehead and pose it like that, which is pretty cool. And then there's a look at the normal face wearing the goggles. So each one is the same. I guess they just packed in 2, so you can put one on each face if you wanted to, or maybe if you lose one, then you got a spare one. Alright, so check it out. We got the head swiveling left and right here. You can look up this high, which is nice. I like that. And then you can look down this low, which is also nice. The arms are able to move forward or all the way up, and then back, in and out. It looks like this bicep piece is, it's loose in there, so it can move around, so it doesn't really hinder your articulation. If you got to, whichever position you want to put the arms, that'll slide, so it doesn't hinder anything. So I do appreciate that. The biceps do swivel even though it's hidden underneath the fabric. We get a double jointed elbow swivel at the wrist with a ball jointed hinge. As for the torso, even though we do have this armor there, we can still swivel it somewhat, and you can bend him forward, crunch him forward. That is soft plastic, so that helps a lot. Bend him back. He can still bend back. We do get a waist swivel, We have a separate piece for the utility belt right here. The legs are going to go forward. Now we do get this piece there. It's also soft plastic. So that's going to bend when you pull the leg forward. So it's not entirely hindered. But if you haven't positioned like this for a long time on the shelf, and then you move them back down, I can see this thing doing that, you know, just sticking out. The legs do go in and out very far here. You see here, you can do a full split. We get a thigh swivel. We get double jointed knees here. Going down to the ankle, it will hinge forward and back. We get a pivot and the ankle swivel. Alright, and before we move on to the size comparisons, I just want to point some things out real quick. He does hold the grapnel gun perfectly. So this is the hand with the trigger finger, and this one's meant to go for the grapnel gun, and then the one that does not have the trigger finger pulled out, we use it for the parademon rifle, and that grips it perfectly. I tried using this hand on this and it was too loose, it wouldn't hold it correctly. Each gun gets their own hand. So worth noting, there is a peg on the gun where you can hook it onto the back of Batman, and this would just peg in right here, just like that. Also, compared to previous Batmans, I feel like this cape is a little bit cheaper. It's a lot thinner, it's a lot softer. But on the pro side of it is that it doesn't leave the cape, you know, creased up like the other ones. The previous ones were more of a leather type, harder fabric, and it would be creased up right out of the package. This one you can bend it, and you won't see so many creases. So that's the plus side. And before I forget, he does come with your standard base and stand. We all know that comes with all the Mezcos anyways. And then he does come with the bendable wires that you can hook onto the cape, and so you can pose the cape. Was never a big fan of that though. Alright, so here are our Batmen. We have the Mezco Ascending Batmans. This is the PX exclusive, and then this is the Mezco exclusive here. These do have the thicker cape that I was referring to, that pleather type cape. So feeling this one and then feeling this one, I mean, it's not like this one's super thick, like super hard leather. It's not, it's a soft pleather. But compared to this one, you guys will see the difference when you guys get it in hand. Definitely will see the difference in them. But this one will have the effect where you can see here, this one's been standing like this for a while, and then so the cape's been molded like this, or it's folded like that, and it stays in that spot because it's been like that for a while now. And then I don't see that being an issue with this one here because it's so soft, it's not gonna stay. I don't know about you guys, but I see a trend here with these Batman figures by Mezco. I mean, I think they try extra hard with their Batmans because all of them come out just looking great. I'm super excited for these Sovereign Batman coming out, and its exclusives that they're making for that Sovereign Batman. So I know Mezco loves Batman. I know that's I guess the owner's favorite character from my understanding. So here's me crossing my fingers for a Batman the Animated Series Mezco 112 one day. Mezco 112 Joker regular release, and the Mezco exclusive Joker. There's the Mezco Catwoman. Last but not least, one of my favorite Mezcos, this Deathstroke. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. That's the review. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well. Subscribe if you have not done so already, and as always, have a great day. Bye.